Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fahmi Syahputra from 11 Science 1. So, first of all, I want to say, for me, synchronous learning is good for students. With synchronous learning, it must be more effective and better than asynchronous learning. Also, students just need to hear and follow what the teachers say. So it will make the student more independent in the future. And so yeah, why I'm saying like this, why I'm saying face-to-face learning or synchronous learning is better than asynchronous learning. So I'm gonna tell you some of my experience or story, I guess, about how it feels to have synchronous and asynchronous learning. Yes, I've been studying online for about half a year or about 6 months, and I think it's good to say what's my opinion, what's my thought about which one is better, synchronous or asynchronous, which one is better. So as far as I'm concerned, face-to-face learning is better. Why? Right now I'm gonna give you some point that you have to know. So firstly, student can have live discussion with the teacher. So if the student misunderstanding what the teacher say, the student can ask something at the same time. So the student will feel free to ask what he want to ask, and the teacher will reply and explain it really well, so we perfectly understanding all the materials. Rather than doing tasks or work that we do it individually in asynchronous learning, of course it's gonna be much better if we have some kind of interactions, not only with the teacher but also with our friends in synchronous learning. So that's why it's very effective. That's why I'm saying it's very effective for students. And secondly, I'm saying synchronous learning is very effective, right? Yeah, why I'm saying like this? Because of students doesn't have to read all the materials, all the modules that given by the teacher. The modules and the materials that we have to read is really a lot, and I think that can make us feel depressed because of we didn't know what's the meaning, what's the material, and we scare about the final result, that we get a bad result or something like that, and we're gonna depressed about it. But the student in synchronous learning just need to focus and hear and follow what the teacher say. That's it. So this make the student feel more comfortable in learning, and it will help to reduce our stress levels as well. So the point is, as long as we joining online meeting and follow the teacher saying, and it's going to be very effective for students. So here I want to share my experience back then when I was studying in online class in asynchronous learning. The teacher gave us a lot of module, and we have to learn one by one. We have to learn it all the materials individually. So we do it by ourselves, we do it individually. And to be honest, I didn't really know well about the material. I still a bit confused about the material because of there are a lot of material for sure. But then when we met in face-to-face class, it's much easier. Back then it's like, oh my god, I think I cannot for this material. I think I just gonna give up in this material. But after face-to-face class, it's much more easier, and I know the materials really well after the teachers explain it all. So here's why I'm saying face-to-face learning is more effective than asynchronous learning. And last but not least, synchronous learning will make the students more independent. Why I'm saying it's gonna be more independent. It will make more independent. Not like in traditional learning, back then when we go to school in every day. Students are highly controlled by the teacher and also highly controlled by the school rules. But in synchronous learning, in synchronous online learning, it's all about ourselves. The student want to follow and focus in studying or not is fully student decision. So it's fully our decision. So of course the school rules and the teachers cannot force us to join online meeting or to focus well in learning, of course. Yeah, and so it will make us a better person. We're gonna more independent in the future, and we're gonna realize how important studying is, and we're gonna be more independent in studying in the future. So that's why all the point that I want to share here, why synchronous learning is good for students. It is clear that synchronous learning will make the students more independent, more effective in learning, and also better in learning, because the student can focus in studying, have live discussion with the teacher, and able to communicate with friends, and it will also reduce our stress level as well. And I think that's it all for me. I think that's enough. I'm Muhammad Fahmi Syahputra from 11 Science 1. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.